her stillness say much more, and in the hush she filled the air with truths too soft for others' care. The silence she made loud could shake the ground that words alone won't break. She spoke in gaze, in pause, in breath, and silence lies with quiet depth. She walked away not to escape, but to protect what she could shape. And when they tried to draw her out, she held her power, still devout. The silence she made loud remains in rooms where voices echo vain. She didn't shout to be loud. She stood in peace, profoundly loud. The silence she made loud remains in rooms where voices echo vain. She didn't shout to be loud. She stood in peace, profoundly loud. I walked away not to escape, but to protect what she could shape. And when they tried to draw her out, she stood in peace, profoundly loud. The silence she made loud remains, the crim of voice echo vain. She always looked beyond the glass, while others rushed the moments past. She heard the stars behind the rain and knew the sky could hold her name. The sky inside her never ends. It bends and breaks, then starts again. No gravity can tie her soul. She lives others ran, she stayed right there. She held the pain, she bore the care. And though they begged for her to leave, she stayed through sorrow, stayed to grieve. The sound of her staying was still and low, but loud enough to heal the blow. She didn't flinch, she didn't sway. She chose to stay and lost her way. She wasn't weak, she wasn't bound. She just knew some don't come around unless you show them through the storm that staying too is how we're warm. The sound of her staying breaks the fear. It rings through time so crystal clear. She stayed not trapped but brave, obeying the voice that told her love means staying. The sound of her staying breaks the fear. It rings through time so crystal clear. She stayed not trapped but brave, obeying the voice that told her love means staying. She didn't fade, she simply moved and left the world a bit more soothed. They missed her laugh, her words, her song, but knew her light had stayed all along. The space she left was not just air, it hummed with peace and soft repair. She didn't vanish, didn't die. She lived in every lifted sky. The walls still whispered who she was. The hallways paused, the windows buzzed, and though her form had moved away, her soul had somehow come to stay. The space she left became a glow, a sign for all who choose to go. That presence doesn't to go. That presence doesn't need to fight. She filled the void with quiet light. We screamed at skies that didn't care, lost our voices in